Hello, and welcome to EMC's video on the VNX BranchCache version 2 feature, which optimizes local link utilization and the responsiveness of applications. In this video, we will go over a few topics, including an introduction to the initial problem, a feature overview of BranchCache, an example case of BranchCache, and a demonstration of using the feature. The trend for most companies today is to have a main centralized office environment and several other geographical sites or branch offices. Data is centralized at the main office, and users at the branches retrieve data from that office. Usually these branch offices are connected to the main office via a wide area network or WAN link. The problem with this setup is that a WAN link bandwidth is expensive, meaning there are limited speeds for data transfer. Also, there is a high link utilization since all users at the branch office have to connect to the main office for their data, which ultimately leads to poor application response time. BranchCache is designed to address these concerns. In terms of operating systems, BranchCache v2 has now support for Windows 8, where v1 only supported Windows 7 and Windows Server 2008 R2. BranchCache operates as follows. First, the VNX at the main office generates a unique signature for any files that are being requested at the branch. Then the files are divided into 128 kilobyte segments and hashed using the SHA-256 algorithm. This ensures that the signature is approximately 2,000 times smaller than the actual content of the files. Note that in v1, the files were divided into segments and then into 64 kilobyte blocks, which is more complicated. v2 makes the process simpler and increases the likelihood of finding shared segments. The hash signature is then sent to the branch office for search in its computers. This process will be visualized in the next section. For an example case, let's assume there's a main office center in Chicago with two branch offices located in LA and New York. Now suppose the LA branch requests a file from the main office. A few operations will then take place. The VNX in Chicago first hashes the requested file using the SHA-256 algorithm and sends the hash signature to LA. The LA branch then checks its servers for a matching file signature in its database. If there is a match, the file is copied across the much faster LAN network, reducing the WAN link utilization. If there isn't a match, then the file is copied from Chicago and subsequently sent to the cache in case of later use. Now we'll move on to a demonstration of using BranchCache. To show the functionality of BranchCache, I've connected to a VNX in New York with a Windows 7 client in Boston. Here's a 500 megabyte test file that we'll copy to show download speeds. Since this is the first time this file is being requested, the download speeds are relatively slow over the highly utilized WAN link. Now we'll connect to a Windows 8 client that is in the same location and copy the same file. Since the file has been requested before, the download happens over a LAN link instead, greatly improving download speeds, and frees up the WAN link for other important processes. For additional resources on VNX BranchCache, please see the paper titled Configuring BranchCache on VNX on EMC Online Support.